Hey PC gamers, what's going on? Today I've got a new build. This time it's an Nvidia build for around $1,000. Yesterday we did an AMD $1,000 build as well, so you can go and check that out. If you want any alternatives to this build or maybe extra stuff like SSD or an optical drive, you can check it out in the description down below, and if you got any questions, post them. If we helped you guys, also make sure to subscribe and like the video. So let's go. First thing I always recommend is the CPU. This time Intel Core i5-4690K. It's got 3.5 gigahertz and 4 cores, 6 megabytes cache, and at this time for gaming you're not going to need anything more than this. If you want to go with something more expensive like an i7, you can do that and you won't have any problems, but the only reason you would need to get an i7 is maybe editing or doing video stuff like that, rendering. But for gaming this is all you need. This time we decided to go with a cheaper motherboard. This is a pretty good motherboard, except it does not support SLI, only Crossfire. So what you need to do is either get a more expensive motherboard and get the SLI support. You can find it in the description. We chose that one, but still, this is a pretty damn good motherboard. It's a size ATX motherboard. It's got UFI BIOS. It's got a high-end audio capacitor, which is, a lot better than the normal on-board stuff. As far as the RAM goes, Crucial Ballistics support 8 gigabytes, but 8 is what you're going to need if you plan on doing a lot of different stuff like gaming and being on the internet at the same time and installing something. So it also has aluminum heat spreaders. It has a nice latency. Difference between this and maybe Corsair Vengeance is not that big, maybe a few nanoseconds at best, and this is a lot cheaper. The graphics card is the most important part in the gaming PC that you are building right now. You have to decide what you need it for. If you're gaming on a 1080p gaming PC, you will need a 2 gigabyte at best, and not anything more than that. But however, if you're gaming on 2560 by 1440 gaming monitors, you're going to need like 3 and 4 gigabyte versions of these cards, which is what we chose here. This is the MSI GTX 770. They come in two versions, 2 gigabyte and 4 gigabyte. It's got everything you need to tackle the newest games with no problem, so decide based on the monitor you choose. When it comes to hard drives, we decided to get something really cheap but still good. A Seagate Barracuda 1TB hard drive. We usually suggest a Western Digital Caviar Black, but since this one only costs $53 and it's still pretty damn good, you guys can get that and still fit the whole thing in the budget. What you're also going to need is a case. It's the same story as yesterday. These two, for a $1,000 build, can do a great job in both Nvidia and AMD builds, so we decided to put them in again. The NZXT Guardian red, there's also a blue one, and Corsair Carbide 200R, which comes in two versions, one with the window and the other one without them. They both are ATX mid-tower size. They all got the SSD and hard drive bays, which you can access to and install the drives manually without using any tools at all. They also both come with two fans, one in the front and one in the back, which is going to enable your PC to breathe, and you will get lower temperatures at all times. To make sure you got enough power, you need a quality power supply. We took this one from the yesterday's AMD build, as it's going to power both pretty well. 650 watts is going to be more than enough for this build, and it's still going to leave you some headroom, which is also what you need. This EVGA Supernova is a gold rated PSU. It's got 90% efficiency, which is awesome, and it's folding modular, so it removes the clutter and all the cables and whatnot. So to summarize all this up, what you're getting is an awesome PC that can play all the latest titles. At 1080p, you're going to have between 60 and 100 and 120 FPS in some cases if you don't use anti-aliasing. On 1440p, you're going to have around 60, maybe less, maybe more, but around 60 should be average for your gaming experience if you're planning on getting this PC. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, or you just want to know more, you can contact us in the description down below, or visit us on Facebook, which is in the description, along with some additional items like a recommended SSD or an optical drive. So yeah, if you found this video useful, please subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you guys next time.